What's up, everybody? This is Jimmy DiResta and John DiResta.
What's up?
John was a New York City. Tell him what you did. He was a
I was a New York City transit cop in the subway of New York for 12 years. Our motto: "You ride, we hide." The last 7 years, I was in the homeless outreach unit at 181 Hudson in Tribeca, New York, which is a very hip area now. And Jimmy was a civilian, and he used to come by and visit.
Oh, he used to hang out there all the time.
He, every now and then, he would bring one of his skanks to come visit the precinct.
I'd go for like a summer night walk with a girl I'd be dating, and I'd bring her in and introduce her to John.
One of them, you remember the dirty head mutt?
Yep, Diane, she was hot.
Yeah, she was.
John, because she was like a liberal hippie, John called her the dirty head mutt. But she was
But I
hot.
meant that in a loving way.
Yes, I'm sure he did.
And she had a nose that looked like she might have taken one too many to the face.
She had a very Barbra Streisand type of nose.
And I mean punches. When I say, I'm not dirty. I'm not dirty.
That's right. This my YouTube channel's clean.
That's right.
No, but Diane was cool.
Yeah, she was. What does she do now?
I don't know. I haven't seen her in 10 years. I don't even. I tried to find her on Instagram just to say hi to her, and I couldn't find her. I have no idea where she is.
Yeah.
I doubt she's ever going to see this. So go ahead, go for it.
Yeah. No.
This is the one video that's going to go viral. You watch.
That was it.
But I wanted John to tell the story. I love the story.
Every time you get pulled over in New York City or upstate New York or Connecticut or New Jersey, you show your police ID, your driver's license. 99% of the time, have a good night, officer, drive slow, where do you work? And then in 1998, I left the job to do a sitcom with Disney. And I left under good terms, but I resigned. I literally handed in my ID, my shield, my guns. I left March 27th, 1998. Jimmy probably doesn't even know this. I walked outside, and there was a $55 parking ticket on my windshield. I was parked 1 inch in the red.
Oh my gosh.
So I took it off the windshield, lit it on fire, and lit my first marijuana cigarette.
Really?
Yes, of course.
Because you're like, I'm a TV star. I'm moving to Hollywood.
Yeah, dude. And I never paid that ticket, knowing I wasn't going back.
Yeah.
So in the 21 years I've lived out here, I get pulled over as a comedian, actor, driving around at night. I've gotten pulled over about 15 times, and about 12, 13 times I've gotten away with it. Slow down, officer. Where did you work? We even know you. How about this? Is this John DiResta? Yes. Middle of the night. I'm California Highway Patrolman. Do you have a 15-year-old son? Yes. Well, he's in your blue Durango with 15 other kids, like the little person clown car.
Oh, wow.
I drove all the way over. I drove about 4 miles, middle of the night. And as I got out all angry, the chips guy says to me, I know you're on the job, so everything's okay. And I go, my son told you I was a cop? And he goes, no, you played our Christmas party.
Oh, wow.
2 weeks ago, you were hysterical. Your opening act sucked. So.
It wasn't me, guys.
No, that was at a different show.
Yeah.
So long story short, I got pulled over on New Year's Eve, changed lanes. The guy thought I was drunk. I changed lanes without signaling. California Highway Patrol. I said I used to be on the job. I was a New York City cop for 12 years. And he says, are you a New York City cop now? I said, I am not. So, wait a minute. But you just told me I said I was a New York City cop. And this guy wanted to arrest me for impersonating a police officer.
Really?
And I wasn't impersonating. I had to really dice up the words. I said, I used to be a New York City police officer. That's what I'm telling you. I'm looking for a little, credit. You know what I mean? If you don't want to give it to me, you don't want to give it to me. And he said, again, you're impersonating a police officer. And I said, if you go back to your car, and I couldn't prove it. What do? You carry a picture of yourself as a cop?
Yeah.
I mean, I've thought about, Jimmy, maybe you can help me getting a fake retired police, right? They're never going to know.
Anything fake.
Yeah, don't do that.
No?
Yeah.
No.
Maybe you could carry like scripts from your sitcom and be like, look,
then he'll definitely give me a ticket.
I would just say, just don't get in trouble and don't ever bring it up. Like now when I get pulled over, I never say anything about you or Dad anymore.
Because our dad was a fireman.
Really? Then I have a friend. Who's a friend who always wants to give me the state,
get out of jail free.
It creates a pathetic conversation with someone that doesn't think anything you say is true.
Yeah, well, when we do these Christmas parties here in LA, they always go like, "Hey, show them my business card, show them this," and I still have in my glove.
You're absolutely guilty till proven innocent.
I know. The one thing I do have in my glove compartment, I should show it on this video, is I still have an LAPD Christmas ornament. Look at that. I told you. Like this is ever gonna get me out of a ticket. It's a Christmas tree ornament. Yeah, I know it's not a badge or any kind of like business card with a detective name and phone number, but it's a Christmas tree ornament. LAPD. Both sides. It looks like a badge, but it's an ornament.
And you just reminded me of a time once I got pulled over in Brooklyn, and the guy goes, I said, well, do you extend any courtesy? My brother was a cop. He says, do you have anything to prove that? I said, well, actually, I have something from a friend, and I pulled it out, and I handed it to him.
Yeah.
It's exactly the word. I'll go to my grave. That's exactly what I said. And he goes, who's this? I go, this belongs to a friend. He goes, so you lied to me. I go, what? I lied to you about what? I go, it's my friend's thing. You told me he was your brother. I said, I have a brother that was a cop and a friend that gave me this detective card.
Yeah.
Wow.
Where is the lie? You said your brother was I go, I didn't say any of that.
Yeah, that's a similar thing to I'm impersonating a police officer.
That's what reminded me of that.
I was, not that I am now.
So when guys give me these cards all the time, I just leave them on my desk. I don't even bother carrying them because it's like, you know what? Give me the punishment you're going to give me. I don't want to...
Right. It's better just to be anonymous. Like, here's my license. Okay, all right.
Well, here's a good one, and we'll end it on
just
this.
Don't break the law. Don't speak.
But here's a good funny one. Let's keep it light.
Okay.
Right? I'm the guy that's going to keep everything light. No, I am. I was in the homeless outreach unit, and I was a cop and a comedian. In the homeless outreach unit, we gave out sandwiches to homeless people, and we gave them rides to the shelter when it was cold. We were like an Uber for bums. I did it for 7 years, midnight to 8 in the morning. And as the end of my police career started to develop, I started to get into a few cop magazines. You know what I mean? Ones that the civilians don't see.
Right.
But there was articles written about me. I was on radio shows. I was New York City's funniest cop. I was a cop comedian. I get a gig in Glens Falls, New York. It's about 100 miles north. Jimmy might know where it is. Glens Falls, New York. John Jones, the UFC fighter, is from Glens Falls. Oh. Okay, so there's a little bit of street cred. I'm in a blizzard coming from a gig, Christine's. And the funny part of that night was there was an elderly, I don't know if you know this, Jimmy, in the audience was two like 90-year-old brothers with their wives, and their names were Jimmy and John DiResta.
Really?
Did you ever hear this story?
No.
They came to the show, they saw my name, and their name was Jimmy and John DiResta.
Wow.
No way, you never heard this.
That's cool.
How did I make it up? Right? I can't make it up.
So what happened?
So I do the gig, we get laughs, but now it's a blizzard driving back to the Red Roof Inn or whatever the hotel was. Whip, whip. I'm like, okay. I have no idea what I did because I can't even see 3 feet. I'm just want to get in safety.
Yeah, why does he want to pull you over? He wants to get out and get driven over by an 18-wheeler to give you a $50 ticket.
Right.
I have no idea. I opened the window. It was so cold. I opened the window this much, and he was so big and overpowering. All I saw was his gun belt and his jacket. Like I never... And I had the police ID and the license. And I said, excuse me, officer. I said, I'm not even sure what I did. I'm a cop and a comedian. I'm going back to the hotel. I work in New York. I slip it through the crack. No, seriously, it was this much.
He's out there freezing his balls off. You're like, here you go.
And I never saw his face, and this is what I hear. You the guy that gives sandwiches to bums? And I busted out laughing, and I go, that's me. And he slipped it back in the window and goes, have a nice night.
Oh.
And that was it.
That's great.
Yeah. So he must have read about it in one of the magazines. At another time, I did a radio show, and I got lost in Orangeburg, very tip of New York, where Jersey starts, right where Joey lives.
Right.
I don't know if Orangeburg is Jersey or New York. It's a southernmost tip on that side of the Hudson River. I get pulled over. No, I went up to a cop in a donut shop. I had a really bad set at a lesbian bar, not to be too descriptive. It was called the Coven. And I had a really horrible set. I got no laughs. I was feeling bad. I got lost. I walked up to a cop in a donut shop, and I said, how you doing, sir? I'm on the job. I'm an actor. I'm a comedian. I'm a New York City cop. I'm lost. How do I get back to the Tappan Zee Bridge? And the window was open about this much, and he just goes, you're the guy whose dad's ass crack has been showing for 30 years?
That's funny.
And I go, that's me. He goes, if your dad was wearing a astronaut suit. He'd still have the ass crack showing. And I go, how do you know that? And he goes, I heard you on WNEW last week. So it goes to show you how A, cops can be good guys, and B, a funny line sticks in somebody's head. You know what I mean?
Do you ever have like a funny little story when the cops pull you over? Or you have like a little zinger you throw?
I do. I don't know if I always have like my standby. Like I got pulled over in Oregon. Me, Fran, and I. Do you ever do Chinook Winds Indian Casino?
No.
It's on the coast of Oregon, Lincoln City. It's the ugliest people on earth. You know how these Indian casinos, some of them just have, toothless misfits in campers?
Right.
And I got pulled over in Oregon. The guy said, hey, man, you're doing 50 and a 25. I said, I didn't know that. I used to be a New York City cop. I'm a comedian. I'm going out to a Chinook Winds. Any way you could let me slide. He said, you got to make me laugh, dude. Got to make me laugh. I said, no problem. I said, what do you call a gay midget? Sweet and low. He laughed. I said, what do you call two gay midgets? Equal. And then I followed it with my usual tag. It's a sweetener joke.
Yeah.
You know, not that it's it has anything to do with the proclivity or the sexual pangenderism of a little person. And that was it. And then later on, this was either MySpace or JohnDiResta.com, and I had a message. Hey, John, this is Officer so-and-so from the Oregon State Police. You were pretty ready with that joke. I got to give you credit. Drive safely. Have a great week.
That's great.
He followed up.
That's cool.
Yeah, dude. Who's the asshole now?
That's right. Who's the a-hole now? Jimmy DiResta.
John I proved the whole thing. I'm not allowed to curse.
I'm laughing at you waiting for a fist bump and you didn't get it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
well, this is where, okay, just so you guys know, like, I'm new to this, like, trying to do this, so, like, I'm like, do I look this way? Do I look this way? I don't know which way to look, so, you know, I'm,
you know what you look like, and, you know.
I'm fist bumping, but I'm looking at the monitor.
You look like the guy that dances around for Six Flags. You know that.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, depending on my self-esteem, sometimes people, if I feel good about myself, I'm like, I look like, what's his name?
Bruce Willis.
Bruce Willis. There you go, Bruce Willis.
And when your self-esteem's low,
I look like Homer Simpson.
You look like the dancing bear from Six Flags. Oh, yeah.
Homer Simpson.
How's that look?
Homer Simpson.
Woof.
I used to look like Bart, dude. Woof. Anyways. All right, guys. Bam, we're out.
Come on, Bobby.
Fist bumps.
Fist bumps.
Cool. Thank you. Thanks for watching.
Yeah.
Check out our Pocket Party podcast, episode 51. What are you doing?
This is a real white trash maneuver.
Fucking escape the room.
Dude, I'm covering my beverages. Yeah. When's the last time it was opened?
Probably 9 years ago when we moved here. It seems funny. It seems like if I flip this over.
You trying to save us? What are you trying to do? You trying to get more stink on us?
I'm trying to open this up so the cold air blows in. But it looks like there's no catch. There should be a hook right there.
Oh, wow.
You understand what I mean?
Yeah.
Fucking spider eggs are going to blow out of that thing.
I know. Maybe we should do this. It's not that hot.
Look, I thought this was artwork. Look. Out of the corner of my eye, I'm like, oh, at least there's pictures hanging. You know what this is?
That's
Look,
what a smoke alarm used to be.
This is immediate death.
Oh, my God. You know
Can you get it? Jimmy, he can get it. Maybe just get it with the stick, bro. No, it's got to go this way.
Why doesn't someone stand on a chair and just fucking do it?
It's got to go. Yeah, you got to. There you go. Give it a hard flip. There you go. There you go, Jimmy.
I got you.
Oh, God. Ready?
Spider eggs in the mouth.
Oh.
Ooh, the sound stopped. That sounds much better.
Funny.
Oh, wow. Is it working?
Yeah, it's blowing cold air. Wow. What a discovery.
That's been closed for 9 years?
And for 9 years, Michael Jackson died the day we moved in here.
He just flew out of the way.
Pocket Party.